Okay. So, looks like I have a fucking belly right now. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sunday vlog number 35. Right? 35 of these. That is crazy. But, you know what? Today, as I mentioned in a video before this one, I am on a new 6-day workout split. Technically 8 days total with 2 rest days. So if you want, call it my 8-day split. But I'm thinking this video, for all of you that want a better understanding of it, if you want to participate in it with me while I do this for my bulk, I'm going to explain it to you. And it's really easy, right? It's 6 days of working out with 2 days of core, basically, is what it is. But core, you know, it recovers fast, it recovers easy. Still consider those my rest days. Like today, for example, I hit back last night. I hit a little bit of core today, or I will hit a little bit of core today, and then I will be peachy, you know? But let's start with it, right? How did I make this? Why did I make this? Reason I made this is because I would be lifting weeks pass. I'd see results, not results that I liked. And then I listened to, and I can never remember names, but I remember hearing someone say that, you know, you can recover well, but you never really know how well you can recover until you push your body to the point where it can't recover well. And I got to thinking about that. I'm like, I've never really pushed my body to the point where I can't recover and I start to lose muscle. You know, I have about a week in between each time I work out a specific muscle group. I hit chest Monday, next Monday. That's a whole week of recovery. So I got to thinking in my head, Logan, what can I do to enhance and maximize my growth and recovery? And so that's when I came up with this. And a little bit of inspiration came up from Chris Bumstead's workout routine. So if you can see any correlation there, that is where some inspiration is from. But in about a 3-hour period at work, I took to make this up. So yeah, I also have it on the screen here, right? Just so you guys can see it. I know I already put it in a video, but I'll put it in again. You know, if you want to pause the video at some certain point, look at it, read it, understand it, by all means. I've copy and pasted it into a Google Doc, and I'm going to explain it now. And yes, I know I don't have a microphone, so it's going to sound a little weird, but it'll be okay. Anyways, though, you damn crackpots, we're going to get on to day 1, right? It's push, right? You might say, Logan, what do you mean push? Well, I'm separating myself from just doing like chest and shoulders to push, which is basically just adding a little bit of triceps. It is a push, legs, pull, rest schedule. I find that it seems logical enough to me, right? I've never had any issues with trying that before, so I'm gonna try it again. First day though, it's heavy on chest, specifically the mid to lower pec. That's flat bench, dips, that chest fly machine you always see me doing, and then some decline cables, right? That's it. You might say, Logan, what do you mean only mid to lower chest, right? What I mean is, for this specific day, I'm really only targeting chest. To get that mass that the chest overlays onto is what this day is targeted towards the first day, right? So that's all that is. Light on triceps, basically just toning them, work it with bench dips, push downs. Basically, it's just giving them a little bit of stimulation to get a little bit of growth. And then mobility on shoulders, right? You notice I don't hit shoulders much because I'm focusing on the pecs that day, which is why I focus on mobility. Doing around the worlds of the plates, you know, these fucking things, the opening up external rotation, all that jazz to basically just condition my upper body. 2 legs, pretty easy. Heavy on quads, light on hammies, and then heavy on calves. Both leg days are heavy on calves because you should be training calves heavy twice a week. Calves are an endurance muscle, and they're amazing for circulation in your heart. You don't want to put mass on them, you have to train them heavy multiple times a week, just because we walk with them every day. They are, toned and conditioned, and, they are literally just an endurance muscle. So in order to make them grow, you need to do the opposite of endurance, which is intense, heavy, prolonged lifting. So both leg days consist of that. And obviously the next leg day after that is just vice versa, light on quads, heavy on hamstrings, and, same thing with calves. The pull day is pretty easy to understand, I'd say. It is heavy on biceps, light on back. The next back day after that, it is heavy on back, no biceps. And the reason being is that the back workouts I do on this pull day do not incorporate my biceps. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. The back workouts here don't incorporate my biceps at all. The pullovers to the fucking little open up thing. The back workouts on the next back day do incorporate my biceps, which means I need no other bicep workout than the back workouts I'm doing, getting the secondary muscle as my bicep used up, right? It won't be the primary muscle targeted, but it is the secondary, because it is a direct correlation of controlling your arms, back. As long as you don't prioritize this, you can isolate the back, right? But obviously it still will get activated. That's just your biology. It's nothing you can really contain. And then it's also heavy on forearms because they are a pull, and it's just grip, You gotta have good grip if you're gonna be pulling things around and all that. And they just look good on you. And then you have, did that get copy and pasted wrong? It did. Anyway though, core and rest day after that. And you'll be able to see if you read over, it is core and rest day, right? You get a moderate core workout, feel it good. And then the things I like to do on my rest day, right? I got heat exposure and cold exposure. I use the heat to basically lubricate up my joints, keep them healthy, get my body kicking into high gear, basically activate the sweat process. And then right after that, cold exposure, cold showers, cold ice bath, stuff like that. I just take my shower, I put it at the coldest setting, and head to toe rinse for about 4 to 5 minutes. Those two things, amazing recovery after that, and just good for your skin too. Another thing is 350 grams of protein total for my rest days, as opposed to the 250 target on my days on. The reason being, that surplus of protein, that surplus of every other nutrient that I'll have, along with a carb surplus, is just going to give me and my body that extra oomph, right? The extra oomph to recover better for that day. And then when I come in for the next day after that, which is another push day, my body will be fully, it'll have its surplus, it'll be ready to go, full of energy. Day number 4, right, is another push day, but this time it is an upper chest, right? Target the upper chest only with, incline barbell, dumbbell, and cable presses. When I say incline cable presses, I don't mean 2 cables going up. I mean, I have this one, it's the grip that you pull down like this on, but I just hold it upside down and I push up with a cable. That's all that is. And it really targets your front delts and upper chest pretty well. As long as you keep your elbows tucked in, it's actually a really good upper chest workout, so you should try it sometime, And it has significantly built my upper chest, so I know that it works. Oofta. And then heavy shoulders, right? The reason I target shoulders on this chest workout as opposed to the other one is because this chest workout in itself already is activating the shoulders, pressing and getting the uppermost part of my upper body. So I'm thinking with that logic, I might as well, if I'm hitting the front delts hard, I should be hitting every other head hard. So there's that. And then also heavy triceps. I'm doing pressing motions in every direction. Triceps are already going to get worked a little bit. Might as well work them all the way. So there's that, you know. And I take a lot of inspiration from my tricep workout from Jeff Nippard, from the fucking overhead extensions with a straight bar and shit, skull crushers, everything like that. Because if you ever don't know what to do right, if you're natural, you got to go to Jeff Nippard. You'll see exactly what to do. And then obviously, as I've already talked about it, my second leg day, heavy on hamstrings, light on quads, heavy on calves. After that, again, it's the heavy on back, which I already also went into. But it is a variety of things that is just specifically attuned to back. And then obviously you have heavy forearms. If it copy and pasted in there, it did not. What the fuck? Anyway though, yeah, that's literally about it. You know, you have all those things, put them together with another rest day, same as before, you will be in amazing condition. Also, ideally with that rest day, you have to keep in mind, me personally, I like to sleep in and then go to bed early. I know for all you young guys out there, you want to go out and party and shit, but for your one rest day, you sleep in and you go to bed early, your body's going to be so recovered, you won't even know. I mean, you will know, you'll feel it, you feel fucking amazing. You'll feel scrumdiddlyumptious, right? But yeah, keep all that in mind, and that is my new workout split. I probably did a pretty shitty job explaining it to you guys, but you know what? I am in a confusing state of mind. You know, I haven't had that many nutrients today, which is unfortunate. But you know what? I'm barely surviving. Anyway, though, that's all I got for you on that topic. Channel-wise, we are almost at 100,000 subscribers, and I can only thank you all so much. You know, so much. And I just want to put this out there that it is baffling that in the small town of 6,000 people that I live in, right, there are people here that I've never seen, never talked to, never even looked at. And to think that if it's like that with 6,000, there are 100,000 of you, almost. That is crazy. And I'm sad that I can't know every single one of you. I feel like that would be amazing to see and hear from every single one of you. You know, that would truly make my day. That would make my week, my year. It's gonna make my life at some point in the future. And I can only thank you all so much. So, thank you. But, you know what? Yeah, that's going to be the video. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all learned a thing or two. And I do hope that you join me in this process of committing to this new 6-day split. Because ideally, it'll work well. And it'll give me the best gains. And if you're coming along with me, it'll give you the best gains too. Just got to remember, you got to be very disciplined with your protein. You got to stick to it. Me personally, if it helps you out, I always have 30 to 50 grams right before I go to bed, 30 to 50 right when I wake up, 30 to 50 at lunchtime, and everything in between is when I pile it on together. Ideally, you want to aim for 50, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's 150 right there. The other 100, you have to make up in between. But that can be easy in terms of maybe you throw in a protein shake or two, you know. And keep in mind, I get up and eat breakfast at 5:30 in the morning. So I have from 5:30 to 12 to get that extra 50 grams of protein in there, opposed to 12 to 8. So yeah, but if that helps you, right, kind of level it like that, 50, 50, 50, and then the last 100 in between those 50s. You know, that's how I do it. If you want to do it any differently, by all means. Maybe you want to do 70 grams in those 3 meals. 7, 14, 21. You only have 40 in between. That'd be a lot easier. Me personally, I like smaller increments. I feel like it just gives my body a better time to absorb the nutrients over a prolonged period of time instead of in one instance. But yeah. Anyways though, I've said it a million times. I'll say it a million again. That's going to be the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all learned a thing or two. And I want you to remember that someone out there does love you and want you to be the very best version of yourself that you can possibly be. That doesn't mean you have to be an astronaut. Doesn't mean you have to be a president. Doesn't mean you have to be the coolest guy on earth like me, you know? I'm joking, I'm not, and I probably never will be. But that's okay, because as long as I'm the best version of me, I'm happy. And it should be the same for you. Your standards don't have to be the same as anyone else's, they just have to be as good as yours can get. Now, have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever it may be for you, and goodbye.